Let's be honest. When we think of wealth, most of us picture luxury cars, designer clothes, exotic vacations, and maybe a massive house with a home theater. But here's the surprising truth. The majority of truly wealthy people? You'd never guess they're rich. They don't flaunt their money. They don't seek attention. They quietly build wealth, year after year, while the rest of the world gets caught in the noise. In this video, we're breaking down the 7 powerful habits of these quietly wealthy people. These aren't just tips. They're foundational mindsets and behaviors that separate long-term wealth builders from short-term show-offs. And the best part? You don't need a 6-figure income to start. Habit number 1. Live below your means. Let's start with the foundation. Quietly wealthy people always live below their means. Not at their means. That means if they make $5,000 a month, they might be living like they earn $3,000. Why? Because that gap between what you earn and what you spend. That's where wealth is built. It's not about being cheap. It's about being intentional. They don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. You won't see them financing a new car just to look successful. They're not wearing the trendiest clothes every season. They're not chasing the next iPhone the day it drops. Instead, they spend thoughtfully. They find joy in financial stability, not in flashy purchases. And that mindset pays off massively in the long run. Habit number 2. Eliminate debt quickly. Debt is a thief. It steals your future income and robs you of financial freedom. Quietly wealthy people know this, and they treat debt like an emergency. Credit card debt? Gone. Car loans? Paid off fast. Student loans? Managed with a plan. Here's the thing. Debt keeps you tied to your past. Every monthly payment is money you could be investing, saving, or using to build your future. Quietly wealthy people don't see debt as normal. They don't carry balances just because everyone else does. They know that freedom comes when your money is yours, not owed to a bank. And once that debt is cleared, that money gets redirected into investments, savings, and long-term wealth building. Habit number 3. Invest in essentials, not luxuries. There's a mindset shift here that's powerful. Quietly wealthy people invest in stability, not status. What does that mean? They buy a home, not to show off, but to create roots and reduce long-term housing expenses. They might drive a reliable, used car, not because they can't afford better, but because it gets the job done. They upgrade their lives based on value, not vibes. For example, they'll spend on quality groceries that support health. They'll invest in a good mattress, knowing sleep is priceless. They'll pay for education or a course that builds a skill, instead of buying a luxury handbag. It's not about deprivation. It's about prioritizing long-term comfort over short-term indulgence. They don't flex, they build. Habit number 4. Maximize tax-advantaged accounts. This one's huge and often overlooked. Quietly wealthy people don't just save money. They protect it. They take full advantage of the systems that are already designed to help them grow wealth faster, like tax-advantaged retirement accounts. Whether it's 401k or IRA in the US, ISA or pensions in the UK, RRSP or TFSA in Canada, superannuation in Australia, they're not leaving free money on the table. They understand that using these tools reduces their tax burden, allows investments to grow faster, sometimes tax-free, creates a structured plan for long-term wealth. And here's what's key. They're consistent with it. Even if it's just $100 or $200 a month, they automate contributions, then let time do the heavy lifting. It's quiet. It's boring. But it works. Habit number 5. Practice consistent, low-drama investing. You won't see these people chasing crypto trends or jumping in and out of stocks based on Reddit threads. Quietly wealthy people are long-term investors. They invest in things they understand, low-cost index funds, ETFs, blue-chip stocks, maybe a rental property or two. They don't over-leverage. They don't borrow heavily just to get rich faster, and most importantly, they don't panic when the market drops. They understand that wealth isn't built in days or even months. It's built through decades of consistent, smart investing. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. They keep emotions out of it. They play the long game, and they win because of it. Habit number 6. Build a skill-based income early. Here's something many people miss. Wealth isn't just about saving or investing. It's also about earning more over time. Quietly wealthy people invest early in building skills that make them valuable in the marketplace. They might learn coding, design, or digital marketing. Train as electricians, plumbers, or mechanics, high-paying trades. Master a niche field like tax consulting, sales, or software engineering. The key? They focus on rare and valuable skills, not just passion. Because once you have a skill that's in demand, your income potential grows. And with that income, you can invest more, save more, and reach freedom faster. They don't wait around hoping for raises. They take control of their value and increase it constantly. Habit number 7. Think in terms of generational wealth. Finally, quietly wealthy people don't just think about now. They think about legacy. They plan not just for themselves, but for their kids, their grandkids, their community. That means setting up wills and estate plans, teaching their children about money, buying assets they can pass down, avoiding risks that could wipe everything out. They're not playing for likes. They're playing for impact. This mindset changes everything. Because when you think beyond your lifetime, you naturally become more intentional, more disciplined, and more strategic. You stop needing to impress strangers, and start focusing on what really matters. The common thread: modesty, discipline, and long-term thinking. If you look at all 7 habits, there's a pattern. Quiet wealth isn't loud. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't show off. It builds slowly, steadily, with intention. You might walk past someone quietly wealthy and never know it. But they're the ones with no financial stress, a solid retirement plan, options when life gets hard, freedom to walk away from toxic jobs, the ability to help their families or give back to their communities. And all of it starts with habits. What can you take from this? You don't need to be rich to start thinking like the quietly wealthy. Start small. Track your spending for a month. Put $50 into a retirement account. Learn a skill online for free. Pay off one credit card. Skip the impulse buy and invest it instead. Every choice adds up. Wealth doesn't happen in a day. But it does happen daily, through repeated, intentional action. Final thoughts. Stop chasing loud money. Look, there's nothing wrong with nice things. But if your financial life is built on trying to impress others, you'll always feel behind. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to be free. That's what quietly wealthy people understand. They don't need the applause. They just want peace of mind, time, freedom, and security for the people they love. And you can have that too, if you adopt their habits. So start today. Pick one habit, make it yours. Because wealth, real wealth, starts quietly, and then it speaks for itself. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Your path to freedom doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be intentional. Thanks for watching Alpha Finance, where we build financial freedom the Alpha way.